Good evening and welcome to the news on TV360. My name is Emily Agu. Police say 8 persons were killed and about 20 seriously injured when a suicide bomber attacked the KANO State School of Hygiene, located along BUK Road in the city. The victims are said to be new intakes of the school who were undergoing a screening exercise at the time of the attack. The blast occurred at about 2 p.m. in the school's premises. State Police spokesperson Magaji Majia has confirmed the incident, saying officers of the force had conjured off the scene of the explosion and that a suspect has been arrested. In a very rare show of sportsmanship and display of politics without bitterness, Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi has conceded defeat in Saturday's governorship election in the state. Not only did he concede defeat, Fayemi called the man who defeated him to congratulate him. Ayodele Fayose of the People's Democratic Party and the former governor of the state was declared winner of the election by INEC, winning by a wide margin. Meanwhile, Fayemi, the outgoing governor of Ekiti State, on Monday said he would not oppose the result of the June 21st governorship election in the state. He made the disclosure while he received the governor-elect Ayo Fayose in his office in Ado-Ekiti. Reacting to the rare gesture of Governor Fayemi, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has commended him for his show of sportsmanship in congratulating Ayo Fayose. PDP in a statement described Fayemi as a man of honor and a true Democrat for conceding defeat. Meanwhile, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka has strongly criticized the federal government over its action of preventing governors of the All Progressive Congress from attending a final campaign rally in solidarity with Governor Fayemi in Ekiti State last week. The APC had planned a final rally before the election, but soldiers acting on the instructions prevented the visiting governors from entering the states. Some governors even had their planes grounded before they took off from their states. The furious Nobel laureate described the action as gross violation and asked the governors to sue the federal government.
The legislative houses must wake up to their duties. They must wake up to their duties. There has to be a commission of inquiry about what actually happened. And we want names. We don't want an anodyne kind of exercise, no. We want a specific investigation that is specific. I want to know who's responsible, who gave orders. We want these people to be called to give evidence. Then, of course, I think that all these governors should sue for the violation of their human rights. They should sue. Let us make a case out of this. Let us make an example once and for all. We cannot continue this spiral of misconduct, sometimes childish, petty, but all very dangerous, which make us the laughing stock all over the world. Can you imagine when I arrived from the States yesterday afternoon? Can you imagine the language that is being used to describe Nigerians? The kind of caustic remarks, caustic questions, say, what's happening in that wonderland of yours? We had the governor, your governors were stopped. We had that one was tear gas a short while ago. And we look so ridiculous. And it becomes an embarrassment to call oneself a Nigerian.
And now to foreign stories. An Egyptian court has sentenced 3 Al Jazeera journalists to 7 years in prison after they were accused of supporting the Muslim Brotherhood, which is banned in the country. Peter Gresse, Mohammed Fahmy, and Bahar Muhammad were convicted of spreading false news and supporting the banned Islamist group. They were all sentenced to 7 years each, with Muhammad getting a further 3 years in prison on a separate charge involving possession of weapons. A Sudanese woman sentenced to death for abandoning her religious faith has been freed from jail. Mariam Ibrahim's death penalty was overturned by an appeal court. She is married to a Christian man and was sentenced under Sharia law to hanging for apostasy in May after refusing to renounce Christianity. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has vowed intense and sustained support for Iraq after meeting key politicians in the capital, Baghdad. Kerry, who warned that Sunni Islamist ideology of violence and repression is a threat not only to Iraq but to the entire region. Meanwhile, the insurgents are expanding their control of towns in the north and west after capturing all the border crossings to Syria and Jordan from government forces. Malaysia's highest court on Monday ruled that non-Muslims could not use the word Allah to refer to God. The court rejected a verdict to the ban on Christians using the word Allah to refer to God in a highly contentious legal case. Malaysian authorities say its use by Christians would confuse Muslims and lead some of them to convert to Christianity. Now to sports. Holland coach Louis van Gaal has accused FIFA for playing tricks when scheduling fixtures for the World Cup. The Dutchman said hosts Brazil, who played their first 2 matches before Netherlands, will play their last group game after the Dutch. During his pre-match press conference, Van Gaal said the situation was unfair and that it would be of advantage to the host country. And that's it on the news tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening. My name is Emily Alga. Goodbye.